see me. What up, y'all? It's your boy E-Sag back again with another video. I'd like to welcome y'all to another segment of Week in Watch. Week in Watch is a thing that I launched on Instagram. Every day I do my wrist checks, so I figured, you know what? Let me coordinate the wrist checks with a theme of the week. This Week in Watch's theme is based on an iconic watch that's rich with history, you know what I'm saying? It's often been called the watch that won the war. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am speaking on the field watch. Before World War I, most men carried pocket watches, but trench warfare demanded something more practical, a timepiece that could be quickly read while holding a rifle or wearing gloves. Soldiers began soldering wire lugs onto pocket watches and fitting them with leather straps. This adaptation marked the birth of the wristwatch for men, and more specifically, the field watch. By World War II, the field watch was a military essential. Governments issued strict specifications for durability, legibility, and accuracy. The U.S. Army's A-11, produced by Elgin, Bulova, and Waltman, became legendary, earning the nickname the watch that won the war. Its features set the template for field watches to come. A simple black dial, white Arabic numerals, luminous hands, hacking seconds to synchronize troops, and a tough, no-frills case. Allied forces relied heavily on these watches to coordinate missions, synchronize air raids, and keep time under harsh conditions. After World War II, the rugged aesthetics and reliability of the field watch appealed to civilians. Brands like Hamilton, Marathon, CWC, and Benrus continued making military-style watches, often using surplus parts that were specifications that NATO had set out for these field watches. Their simplicity, legibility, and the rugged design made them timeless. Today, the field watch endures as both a practical tool and a symbol of heritage. Modern versions from the Hamilton Khaki Field, Marathon's general purpose, and Timex MK1 preserve the same DNA, clean dial, rugged case, and military precision, while adapting modern materials and movements. The field watch is more than just a timepiece. It's a story of necessity, shaping design. Born in the trenches, standardized in wartime, and immortalized in peace, it remains a tribute to durability, clarity, and function. Truly, the watch that won the war. You know what I mean? This was definitely a very iconic piece, and I feel that it needs its flowers. It needs to be propped to, like how a lot of people hold the Submariner in high regards. I feel like the field watch should be held the same because so much history, humble beginnings, definitely something that I feel is deep in horology. You know what I mean? It was a watch that was forged in war. You know what I mean? Born in the trenches and worn for life. Like, so many people have these stories of these old field watches that their grandfather's grandfather or something, you know what I mean, brought back from World War I, World War II, and they still have them. Like, some people still have those, and yes, given the time and all the years that passed, the conditions might not be pristine, but still the heritage and the story behind it is what I find dope. You know what I mean? Definitely something to cherish, something to cherish, something to treasure and hold dearly to our hearts. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this week's Week in Watch was based on the watch that won the war, the field watch. So we're going to go ahead and go through the watches that I was wearing this past week. Like I said, it was the Week in Watch, and it was the field watch that was the theme for this week. Shout out to everybody that tuned in to last week's Week in Watch. Definitely enjoyed doing that one. It was based on the tuna can. If you haven't seen the video, it'll be in my channel. Go ahead and check it out whenever you get a chance. But yeah, let's start with the first one, y'all. The first watch that I had on Monday is one of those iconic watch houses, you know what I mean, that made these watches for specifically for the war, you know what I mean. We're taking a look at Bulova 98A 255, aka the Bulova hack. Yeah, hack because it hacks the movement hacks. You know what I mean? Let me show y'all what I mean about hacking. Some people that are new to this type of stuff will not understand what the hacking means. So you see how the second hand stopped when I pull the crown out, and there it goes back again. Yeah, so this is a reissue of one of the original field watches that was produced by Bulova. Very dope piece. I actually own two more same design, different variants. I have one with a white dial, and then I have one with a more of a green dial. But yeah, like I said, I think the field watch is definitely a slept on watch. I've heard some people say that it's a boring design. Like, why are you even into that? But like I said, there's so much heritage and so much story behind this. And if it wasn't for this little watch and its simple design, you know what I mean, we wouldn't be here. As far as this thing of ours and horology, you know what I mean, definitely a beautiful watch, especially this one with the ion gunmetal or black coated. I mean, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's definitely a dope watch. You know what I mean? Definitely digging the crystal on this bad boy. It's a nice watch. I recently found out about this this type of bracelet called the bung clip, and I ordered a few, and there should be on the way, and I think it's gonna look really dope with the bung clip. I mean, I like the NATOs, but the bung clip sound pretty dope. And the ones that I saw that had the bung clip already, I was like, ooh, that looks fly. I like that. But yeah, man, this one is powered by a Miyota 82S0 or the 8, oh my bad. Yeah. Or the 8S20 dash 43A in an automatic mechanical movement. So definitely dope. Again, the same aesthetics that made the field watch so famous and so reliable and legible, and just a simple design, y'all. You know what I mean? That's why I get what I don't knock what people say, oh, it's a boring. Why do you like field watches? They're so boring. But I mean, dude, you can't be disrespectful like that with something so full of heritage, you know what I mean? So this was Monday, y'all. Monday was the Bulova hack for Monday. Let me see. Let's keep moving forward. What was from Monday? Okay, so that was Monday. So Tuesday, yeah, Tuesday I had another dope watch. You know what I mean? I recently modded this watch as well, and I recently found a bracelet for it, which was really dope. Because before I had it on I did a video on this one before already, and I had it on a silicone strap, a waffle strap. But I dig bracelets, y'all, so I had to throw it on a bracelet. Definitely love the way it looks now. But yo, peep. Yeah, this is dope. The Seiko SSK 0, what is it? The SSK 025. This is part of the Seiko 5 Sports Field Watch line. There's actually 1, 2, 3. There's 3 variants of this style of watch. This one has a GMT hand. You know what I'm saying? There's a stainless steel one. There's 2 stainless steel ones. One has a white dial, same aesthetics, same layout, GMT as well. And then there's a one that has it's also stainless steel. It has a black dial, and then there's this one. You know what I mean? This one came on like a leather NATO. I bought this used, so I didn't have the leather NATO. And I mean, this one I hold it dear to my heart because it was one of the first watches that I did a mod on. Like, I replaced the crystal because the gentleman that had it before me had banged up the crystal, so it was full of scratches. So I went ahead and did my first mod. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick up another crystal from Crystal Time because yes, this is a sapphire crystal, but I think it doesn't have AR coating, so there's a lot of reflection, as you can see. But yeah, it came out good still. And then plus this bracelet, y'all. This bracelet looks dope. You know what I mean? Look at that. Very nice. I like it much better on the bracelet. Definitely dope. Definitely feeling this watch. I got the bracelet from Holland, from the Netherlands. That's the only place I could find online that was selling it at a good price. But yeah, definitely digging this watch, y'all. You know what I mean? The Lume on this is crazy. The GMT, I like the whole field watch aesthetics. Big old bold Arabics, clean dial. You know what I mean? Definitely one of my favorite watches as well. I got a lot of favorite watches. I know. But keeping with the design and the theme, that's Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Another field watch. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the theme. Thursday was another dope watch that it's the only watch I have from this brand. I got this for Christmas. Timex Expedition field watch. You know what I mean? This is the only Timex I own. This was like the second time last week that I wore it. And yeah, very dope, very comfortable watch. This leather strap is dope. You know what I mean? Signed buckle. It's a quartz watch, but still, you know what I mean? It holds true to the aesthetics of the field watch. Very dope. And if you know about Timex, you already know the whole dial lights up. You know what I mean? I think that's so dope. But yeah, definitely I'm gonna I like the dial on this. I love white dials. This one has like a cream dial. Definitely dope. Really was digging this watch. Yeah, need to wear it a little more often. But we'll check out the Lume and I'll let y'all see the light on this because it's pretty dope. You know what I mean? Very dope. So that was Wednesday, y'all. You know what I mean? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. I got sidetracked, y'all. And then for Thursday, it was another watch from a micro brand out of China. When you see this watch, you're gonna recognize the silhouette right away. It's not that one. I don't own one of those. I'm talking about Hamilton, y'all. This watch is based on the Hamilton Khaki. It's an homage to the Hamilton Khaki. This is from a company called Militado. They make really dope military infused watches. You know what I mean? A lot of dope field watches. They got all kinds of designs. Definitely check them out. You know what I mean? Don't fall asleep on these Chinese brands, man. These Chinese micro brands, yo. They're definitely producing some dope watches out of China, y'all, for real. Like, and the price, you can't beat it. Like, this watch was like, I think I paid like 40, $50 for it, like last year. It's powered by, what's that movement, y'all? Let me see. Hold up. It's powered by, come on, yo. It's powered by a Seiko VH31 quartz. So it has that sweeping hand. It looks like an automatic, but it's not. You know what I mean? You see it struggling, but I mean, yeah, some people don't mind. I thought it was cool. You know what I mean? I would have loved better for it to have a like an NH35 or something in there, or NH38, the one that doesn't have the date, since you see there's no date window. But definitely dope. It's a nice watch, you know what I mean? And I've compared it to a Hamilton Khaki, and yeah, it's very close to it, you know what I mean? The Hamilton Khaki has like a little, there's a few variants, you know what I mean, of the Hamilton Khaki, but the one this resembles the most, it's very close to it, you know what I mean? Has like a sandblasted, bead blasted case. You know what I mean? Very dope. I think it's dope. It came on this NATO. The hardware matches. You know what I mean? You see? Pretty dope, right? Definitely digging this watch. You know what I mean? Definitely. This is, and again, this was like the second time I wore this one as well. Definitely, yeah. I'm gonna get a Hamilton soon though. I've been looking at some Hamiltons, y'all. So that's one watch company or watch house that I haven't had the pleasure of enjoying yet. But as all of us have this disease that we can't get a cure from, it's kind of hard to wear these watches. You know what I mean? I have plenty watches, and sometimes I feel so guilty buying more watches. But then I get that bug and that itch, and I'm like, damn, I want another one. I want to do one, but it's a battle, y'all. If you know, you know. But yeah. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and last but not least, it was Friday, y'all. Friday. This will be another watch that I'm gonna be modding. This is another beautiful watch that I got. You know what I mean? I reached about a year or two ago, and yeah, definitely loved the design on this one. And Yeah, another field watch, you know what I mean? Because that was the theme of this week for watching a weekend watch. It's the weekend watch. Very dope, y'all. Definitely dig the Seiko 5 vintage. This is an oldie. You know what I mean? It's got an old movement. The 7 hold on, let me see. Let me get I don't want to the model the model on this watch is the SNZG 17K1. You know what I mean? Field watch, Seiko 5 Sports. It's got an old movement, y'all. It was the 7S. The 7S movements, you know what I mean? There's no hacking, there's no whining on this. Like, you see it's not running. You got to do the Seiko shuffle to make it go. You know what I mean? There you go. You see it? But yet, you know what I mean? Still running, still dope. I thought about changing the movement, putting the NH36 inside of it. But then I'm like, why, dude? Like, it's still running. Like, I'm not going to just dump this movement. Yes, it doesn't have the functionality of a hacking movement or more precise movement, you know what I mean? Because the newer movements that Seiko uses now, you know what I mean? The 6R movements are a lot better, you know what I mean, than these old movements. But just to dump the old movement, nah, I think I'll wait. And if it ever craps out on me, then yeah, I'll go ahead and change it. But until then, nah, I'm gonna rock it, you know what I mean? Display case back, very dope. I like the color. This comes in a few different variants. They have like a all stainless steel one and then this black one. Definitely dope. The dial on this is bomb because it lights up. All the numerals light up, all the indices. You know what I mean? You know how Seiko's Lume Bright is. Definitely a dope feast for the eyes. You know what I'm saying? Before we finish this video, I'm gonna go ahead and share that with y'all. But yeah, man, like very dope, right? And this is not even all the field watches I have, because I have more watches that I have more watches that resemble the field watch, y'all. You know what I mean? There's, like I said, this one I have the white variant, the white dial variant, which was just a Japanese release for the white one. But yeah, man, that was this week's in watch, y'all. You know what I mean? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This one as well is going to get an upgrade. I just saw Crystal Time has a double dome sapphire crystal on it, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and change it because this has like a few nicks on it. I don't know if it's coming out on the camera, but wearing it on Friday, I noticed that it had a lot of little nicks on the crystal. You know what I mean? I bought this secondhand, so you know what I mean. It comes with the territory. Oh, you see that right there? Bam, right here. Boom, right there. So I'm like, why not? Let's put that double dome sapphire crystal is gonna look nice on this. It's gonna give you that vintage look, and I think it's gonna look really nice. I've already seen pictures online, on Reddit. A lot of watch geeks that did that already. So you know what I mean. You know how we get down. But yeah, man. Shout out to all my geeks, man. Again, thank you. I appreciate everyone that's been tuning in, and I hope you're enjoying this weekend watch segment that I got. I just felt like it's another good way for me to make videos that you guys will enjoy, and that are not just, oh, I got this watch, look at this watch, this is the watch I have now. Like, you know what I mean? Let's talk a little history on these watches, you know what I mean? So I felt like it was a good look, you know what I mean, to do it this way. This coming weekend watch that we're in right now is gonna be based on this bad boy. You know what I mean? Look out for that video when it comes out next week. Yes, the Willard. Come on, zoom in, yo. Yeah, y'all see it's the Willard. I just got this in from Japan as well. This is a limited edition. So that'll be next week's weekend watch. Tune in for that. Yeah, but let's do the Lume shot before I leave. Come on. I'm sorry, y'all. I definitely need to upgrade my camera or stop filming on my phone. Because this is booty right here. I can't believe it's not zooming in. It's really getting on my nerves. Let me see. Oof, come on, dude. There we go. That worked, right? Let me see, because I want to give y'all a Lume shot real quick, and this is not cooperating with me. But let's get in for a little bit. Close up. Oh. Come on, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little quick Lume shot. I apologize if it's not coming clear enough, but let me hit these lights real quick and we'll do this Lume shot, and I'll be on my merry way because I gotta get back to work. Let me see. Let me hit these lights right quick and give y'all the Lume shot. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite things to do. Give me a second so I can kill these other lights. Yeah, baby. Look at that. They're already glowing, y'all. Y'all see the Lume, right? I'm going to bring it in, though, so y'all can see it a little better, each one of them. That Bulova hack, though, look at that. Whew, man, fire. Hey, but the one that kills it the most is this Timex watch. Whoo, look at that. Timex, baby. God, come on, yo. Really? Like, my whole video is going to be trash because of this. Ah, you suck. My bad, yo. Yeah, y'all see the Lume, man. It's a Lume affair. You know what I mean? Definitely enjoy doing the Lume shots for y'all. But, yeah, I'm going to cut this video because my camera is not working and it's acting up. But shout out to all my geeks, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. It's your boy. I'm out. Peace.
See me, carbon copies on the same old thing.